Hello chess lovers, I have a fantastic game for you played by Ding Liren on the black side against Jinshi Bai. The game was played at Chinese Chess League 2017. Jinshi Bai started with d4 and knight f6 by Ding Liren, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4, Ding Liren goes for the Nimzo-Indian defense, knight f3, this is the 3 knights variation or is also called Kasparov variation, since Kasparov used it to great effect against Anatoly Karpov in their 1985 World Championship match. Black castles, bishop g5, c5, e3, c takes d4, queen takes d4, knight c6, queen d3, h6, bishop h4, d5, rook d1, but now comes g5, a very aggressive move by Ding Liren, which is somehow weakening the king side, but at the same time black is getting rid of this nasty pin and freeing this knight. Bishop g3, knight d4, intensifying the pressure on c3, knight d2, knight c5, queen c2, now comes d4. Ding Liren is playing very aggressively. As you can see, white king is still stuck in the center of the board and Ding Liren is going to use that fact. Knight f3, and now comes another strong move, e5. Jinshi Bai captured on e5, and now you can pause the video and try to find black's next move. Ready? As you can see, the pawn on d4 is pinned, but Ding Liren played a fantastic move. Here comes bang, d takes c3. Look at this amazing move, sacrificing the queen. White accepted the sacrifice, and here comes c takes b2, discovered check. King e2. Well, a better move was rook d2, giving back the queen. If rook d8, then knight f3, bishop g4, black is going to get rid of this defender. If queen takes b2, then bishop takes f3, g takes f3, and black is winning back the queen. And actually, the chances of players are equal. But instead, after c takes b2 check, Jinshi Bai decided to play king e2. But now black is starting to target this white king. Rook takes d8, queen takes b2, now comes knight a4, queen c2, knight c3 check. With this beautiful knight maneuver, black is targeting white king. King f3, rook d4, another amazing move. The idea is that if e takes d4, then knight takes d4, forking the king and the queen. And also, by playing rook d4, black is actually threatening checkmate in 2. g4 check followed by bishop takes g2 checkmate. White played h3 covering the g4 square. Now comes h5 again with the same threat. Bishop h2 opening a space for the king to escape. g4 check. King g3, rook d2. This rook is simply chasing white queen. What a desperado rook. Queen b3. Well, if a move like queen takes d2, then simply knight d4 check. We see queen b3. Now comes knight d4 check. King h4. Bishop e7 check. King takes h5. Look at this majestic king hunt. And king g7. Stopping this king from further advancement and covering the h6 square. Now black has a simple idea to bring the bishop to f5 and then checkmate by playing bishop g6. For example, if a move like knight takes c6, then bishop f5, if bishop e5 check, then f6, and then this bishop is coming and it's over. Black is winning. After king g7, we see bishop f4. White is trying to find some counterplay, but anyways, here comes bishop f5 with the same mating idea, bishop g6 followed by f takes g6 checkmate. Bishop h6 check, king h7, queen takes b7. Right now, as you can see, both the knight and the rook on a8 are hanging, but here comes rook takes f2. getting rid of this pawn which was controlling the g3 square. Now the threat is knight g3 checkmate. For example, if a move like queen takes a8, then knight g3 checkmate. That's why black plays bishop g5, covering the h4 square, allowing white king to escape. But now this rook is also joining the attack. Rook h8, threatening king g7. Knight takes f7, bishop g6 check, king takes g4, knight e5 check, and white resigned. Actually, right now, as you can see, the knight is also hanging, but if a move like knight takes e5, then bishop f5 check. If king h5, then king g7 check, followed by rook takes h6 checkmate. What a splendid game played by Liren. I'm sure this is definitely the best 2017 king hunt. Your comments and questions please. If you like this amazing game, don't forget to give the thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. More videos are coming.